Next day here, guys. Look how our tank is looking, our new tank, the brackets installed and everything. So I think I told you guys or not, but if I didn't, yesterday I went to see if I can find these same brackets over on this side, but they did not have them. Carrier where I went to, they didn't have them at all. They didn't carry them. You know, these brackets only come with new installs. For some reason, they only had 4 of them. They didn't have any more. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the ones I already have here. So I'm going to be putting new ones of these brackets, but these brackets up here are going to stay the same. So pretty much, I'm trying to see what's the best way for me to do this without taking everything apart up here. Because maybe the best way would be to get a jack, put the jack down here so it can hold the tank, and then do one strap at a time. I think that's gonna be my best route. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and try that first. I'm gonna take everything apart, do one side first, and then I guess do the other side after that. These holes with these, like these bolts right here and this bolt right here, looks like they both align with the bracket. So we'll see. I guess that way I don't have to mess around with this up here. I mean, worst case scenario, I could take that off, but if I can avoid taking that off, I think that's gonna be my best route, you know. So let me go get a jack and let's start from there. So we moved along pretty good. I have 3 bolts loosened. I have to loosen the back one, then go ahead and start loosening my straps. That way I can move the bracket out the way, through the middle and out. Obviously I have the tank up, holding up by the jack. That way it doesn't fall. I do have this one for protection. Once I loosen up the back one, if I see that it tries to fall, then I won't take it off completely. But anyways, what I wanted to tell you, show you guys. You see how these brackets are both facing in, right? Well, look at this one. One is facing in and then the other one is facing out. Now, if I was to turn that bracket and put it facing in as well, the way that you're supposed to tie the tank up right here, obviously that side will be facing forward. And I am not a big fan of that, because everything that goes under the trailer and under the truck goes on the boat, and I don't really like that, because then the boat starts to get messed up, starts to rust out quicker, and it starts to, well, these won't rust because these are stainless steel boats, so they won't rust out, but all the debris and all the dirtiness is gonna go on the actual thread, and I'm not really a big fan of that. So that's the reason why I put both of them behind. I still don't understand why they did the bracket that way. They should have done the bracket facing in, both of them facing in, and then with both of these things facing towards the back. But I don't know, I guess they have the reasons for that. I guess that since one is pushing one way and the other one's pushing the other, it tends to lock more. I'm not sure. I guess that I'll figure that out some other time. But for now, like I said, I'm gonna finish taking off the bracket, the strap, and then slide it through the middle, and that should be good. All I have to do is come with a new one, and that's it. All right, so this side is loose already. Strap is completely loose and out. It's not out completely because I have to put it back on, because I forgot that I loosened this up, but I don't have my bracket ready to go. I don't want the tank to fall, so now it falls. It's bolted back on. It's not tying up completely, but it won't fall to the ground. You get me? So that's a plus. I have all these bolts out already as well. The straps here are not loosened yet, but they're very simple. These bolts are loose as well, but I don't want to touch anything else there. I want to go ahead and do this side first. That way I can switch my jack over to the other side and then do this side. Other than that, let's go get our bracket ready, and come back here again so we can install it. Yo, this shit is sketchy as hell. I think I loosened up these bolts too much, so the tank literally fell. Well, it didn't fall, but it dropped a little more than what I wanted. But I mean, other than that, I cleaned up this a bit. I have my new bracket ready to go. So yeah, I'm gonna put it up here. I'm gonna slide it in and try to bolt it on to see. Hopefully everything works out just as we want it to. Let me hurry up because this is not secured at all. I know, guys, it's not the safest way to do it, but don't mind. I work with what I have. I do not have a shop. I only have my dad's help, and he's not here right now, so I'm doing this on my own. So yep, let's go ahead and let's bolt on the new let's go ahead and let's put on the new bracket to see how everything works out. Crap. Woo, shit. Still really got a breath out of me. Alright, so this side is on, bolted, tying up. I think I can tie this up a little more. That's tied up good already. Let's go to the other side now. Let's just move our jack. This is gonna stay. You know what? I'm gonna switch this to the other side as well, just in case, because this tank does have fuel. It has shit. It's almost full. The smart thing to do was to drain it out, but I don't want to drain it out, to be honest. So yeah, this side is bolted, like I said. Obviously it needs some cleaning. It's all dirty. Let's go do the other side. These marks here are gonna come off once I polish the tank. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know, maybe sometime in the future. Who knows? So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We're looking good so far. Take a look at this nasty old bracket, guys, compared to these new ones, right? These things were hella expensive. Let me see how I take this off. All this shit beating me in the butt. Oh shit. Alright, there you go. Thank God it didn't hit me. There you go. Bracket's loose, or strap is loose, better said. Bracket on top is loose anyhow, so that's good. I am holding it down here with a jack and a stick. I also have this thing here holding it from the cross members, which should be good. Should be safe enough. All I gotta do is take off these bolts, lower down the jack a bit. That way this side can separate, and then after that, slide my bracket out, clean the top, clean it around a little bit, and going with the new piece, which I do have here already. There you go. So pretty much, what else? Pretty much that's it. Yeah. Now I'm ready to install my new bracket, which I have right here sitting, waiting, all good to go. I already have the little rubber thing around it installed as well. Pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, pretty much that rubber gasket or rubber protective is so that the metal won't eat through the aluminum tank. If you just put it bare metal to bare metal, eventually it starts to eat through it. So that's to protect from that to happen. Yo, crap, man. Shoot. Damn. Whew. I mean, I think I did good, right? For being the first time that I ever changed a set of brackets on fuel tanks. But damn, shit. This thing took a beating on me. Anyways, I already got my fittings. As you guys can see, all the brackets are facing towards the back, just the way I wanted it. Let me show you guys the fittings I got in order to make, hopefully. So these go on top of the tank, and these are the T's that I'm going to be using in order for the, for the fuel to go in and out, to go out and then to go in for return as well. So, yep. I'm going to show you anyways. Once I install everything in there, I'm going to show you what it is that I do. Other than that, man, I have a big mess here. But other than that, check out how neat and how dope those brackets look facing back. Woo! Nice. Very, very nice. I'm very pleased with the job, with the way everything came out, to be honest. All right, so basically what we did now is we installed the return line to the new tank so it can get filled up with fuel. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do those little things afterwards if this works. Once the unit starts, everything that's going back is gonna go back to the new tank. Once I have diesel in the new tank, then I have to go ahead and do the actual connection so fuel can go into both tanks as a return. And then obviously I gotta do the feed line as well from both. The only reason why I'm doing this now is just so I can get fuel in the new tank. I don't have to, I don't have to, you know, go to the pump right now or nothing like that. Next day here, guys. So yesterday we finished installing all of our brackets. Everything is looking on point. Everything is looking good. I actually installed the return line on this tank only. That's why it has fuel now, because I needed it to have fuel. That way when I install the feed line, it doesn't catch air in the system, you know. Once I opened up the feed line, air is gonna get in it, but it's not the same that, you know, it's not gonna be the same if there's nothing in here, because it's just gonna keep getting air and getting air and getting air. So yeah, this is the return line, which I'm gonna be taking it apart now so I can cut the return line here, right here, and then hook both of them up. And then after that I gotta do the feed line. But here is how we are looking. This one I'm gonna be using the tees that I told you guys about. So I'm really gonna install return line, one tank here and then second tank here. And then for the feed line, it's gonna be one tank here, and then going out towards the unit that way. So pretty much this a bigger size one right here that you see is gonna be the feed line. See, one tank. The other tank is gonna come right here, which is this line, and then it's gonna continue going down that way. For the return line, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. Return line is gonna come in through this side, go down through the tank right here, and then continue to the other tank right here. Like I said, hopefully this works. I don't see why not. I don't have a better idea yet of how to do this. Once again, this is my first time doing this. You know, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know how everything's gonna turn out. Hopefully it turns out good. Hopefully we don't have any issues, you know. I just wanted to give you guys an update of how we are looking. So nothing, let's cut these lines and let's get it going. Oh, the feed line, once I cut it, it's gonna drop some fuel, so you better have your little bucket or something. That way you don't make a big mess, and try to do it as fast as possible. See, both of them are finally put together. The return line, the feed line, everything is good to go. Obviously I gotta tie this up a bit, make sure it's not, you know, touching anything. Wherever it is, it's gonna be stiff, not like this. Maybe put some what do you call that, wire loom on it, that black stuff, so it can protect it from the metal and stuff like that. Let's go start our unit, see what it does. When I did open the unit, it didn't leak a lot. It leaked, I don't know, maybe I don't know, 8, 9, 10 drops, which really is not a lot. I thought it was gonna leak a lot more than that. So I know that air goes in it quick, but maybe not enough for it. Let's see. I'll tell you right now what happens, what does it do, and what doesn't it do. Regardless, everything is good. Let's go check to make sure that nothing's gonna leak. That's gonna turn on right now. Let's make sure that nothing's gonna leak. Sometimes the little fittings, sometimes the fittings tend to leak a bit. I'll tell you right now. Let's see. And this job came out. Sucks that I have an old tank, but if I would have had another polished tank, oof, it would look sick. Lined everything in the back, make sure everything is good. Okay, now anytime now. There it goes. About to start. So it started. Nothing's leaking now. Just wait a few seconds for it to pull whatever's in this line. It starts to pull from the bottom and from here again. If something's gonna happen, unit's gonna shut off. If it doesn't shut off, there you go. You hear it? Boom, it shut off because there's no air. So now I gotta prime the unit. So I can make sure that it has fuel over there in the front where the motor's at. So I said in the previous clip that it shut off because there's no air. No, it shut off because there's no fuel. Boom, you hear it? It shuts right back off. Okay, so now my next step is to prime the unit, which I'm gonna be doing in a, let me try one more time because sometimes, say so exit, menu, let's clear the alarm. It's normal for it to do this. Select alarm. It's normal for it to do this because you opened up the line. I mean, it is what it is. That's just the way it is. It's supposed to do that. There's air in the system. So now I gotta prime it and I have to bleed out the air. Which I'm also gonna be showing you how to do that. It's probably gonna do it one more time. It's gonna try to start and it's gonna shut right back off because there's not fuel in the motor. So if it doesn't start up now, it doesn't stay running, I'm gonna go up there and you know, prime the unit and then start it like that. I'm not gonna keep trying it. What you can also do is you can blow the air tanks. You can blow air in the tanks, and supposedly that would get fuel in the line. Yeah, see. All right, let me prime the unit, and I'll get back to you guys in a second. Okay, I already got it started. Everything's, I mean, it ran good and everything. You see this fuel here? The reason why is because I did it with the hand pump. Usually you could do it with the hand pump if it has too much air. Since I did it pretty quick, it didn't have a lot of air. But when it does have too much air, what you do is you crack this bolt right here open. Not all the way. All you gotta do is open it up a bit, and then you start pumping it. Boom, you start pumping it. You're gonna start letting go all that air through that bolt right there. Once you start seeing fuel drain through this bolt down right here, this back bolt right here, once you see fuel draining out, then you close the bolt, you tie it up while it's leaking, you tie it up, and then you close up your hand pump, and that should be enough to have the air out of the system. Remember, this is an SB230. This is not a newer model TK or nothing like that, but I mean, it works for me. If I'm not mistaken, this would work as well for the 210s, the 200s, and there's another number that I forgot that I know that they work as well. But yeah, let's start this and let me show you guys. Okay, what happened? Okay, starting. So like I said, I did it with the hand pump. It was enough to get the fuel over here. So pretty much, I think I'm done. I'm gonna be doing oil change and filter changes and stuff like that right now. So I'm gonna be showing you how to do that as well. But that's gonna be on another video. I don't want to make this video too long either. This is the 4th day. Should start anytime soon. I'm gonna wash it. Make sure nothing is leaking. Nothing is leaking, guys. Look at this. Perfect. So let's go ahead and tie this up the best way we can. That way it's not all flopping all over the place. And pretty much it, we're good. So I wanted to show you what I did and how everything is looking at the end. So all my lines are looking good, everything's tied up, not going anywhere. I was gonna put this one over here and this one over there, but I don't know, for some reason it looked weird. So everything is tied up. I tied up here with tie wraps, just like right here, and then I literally put them inside these little tabs that were there already. I guess it's for that. Pretty much it. You guys already saw the unit starting. So this side I just wrapped the feed line and the return line. Everything else pretty much stayed the same. And that's about it, guys. Once again, right now it is pulling, so it is feeding. I don't know if it's feeding from both lines or not. I would hope it is. I hope it is, actually. I don't know if there's a way of me actually demonstrating if it's feeding or not from both lines. I know it's feeding. Hopefully it's from both lines, because I already started the unit. You guys saw the unit started with no issues at all. I mean, I had to bleed out the air, but other than that, we're good to go. I think we're golden. All I gotta do is now leave on my first trip to see if my fuel levels go down and go up, or go down, better said, evenly, you know. Other than that, I think I did an incredible job here with my dad. It's looking real nice, real clean, and real good. Actually, you know what? Fuel keeps going up. Let me check the other side to see how it's looking. Because now the thing is that now I don't want to have more fuel going into one tank than to the other. If that's the case, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out, because then it's not gonna, it's not gonna work out. Actually, you know what? This one still looks like it has a bit more than that one over there, but they look pretty good and pretty even to me. Maybe if I run it a little more, they'll even out. Let me see. Yep, they look pretty close to me. So, yep. Okay, guys, so if you saw in the previous clips, both tanks are finally started to even out. I still have a little more fuel in one tank than in the other. I don't see why not. My idea is not gonna work regardless. When I leave on my next trip, I'm gonna be showing you guys, or I'm gonna be updating you guys if the idea did work, just in case any of you guys have been thinking about doing something like this and you guys have not done it because you don't know how to connect it on top. Regardless, like I said, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that once I leave on my next trip, to see that once I pump fuel on both tanks, if I see that they start going down evenly and they start doing everything evenly, then we are 100% successful on what we did. Once again, I don't think that there should be an issue, but regardless, I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. As always, I want to take a quick second to thank you guys all once again for the love, for the support. You guys are killing it. Don't stop. That only motivates me more and more and more to keep pushing videos out for you guys. What else? On that Vermont video, I want to apologize. I posted the video on my regular timing. I don't know what happened. The video got deleted, so I had to re-upload it and repost it at night. I know that it hasn't gotten a lot of views till now. If you guys have not check that video out, I recommend you guys to go check it out as well. It was my first time going to Vermont. If you guys have not subscribed, do so now. Helps me out. I want to grow this channel, and that helps me out. It doesn't cost you guys anything at all. If you guys want to go the extra mile, go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. If you guys have the need of getting in contact with me, go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well. What else? As always, that is all that I have for you guys today. Stay safe, keep positive, peace, and keep on trucking.